Meeting, please join us in the pledge. Councilwoman Noah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Supervisor Wareheim.
Here.
Councilman McCarthy. Here. Councilwoman Noack. Here. Councilwoman Izzarello.
Here.
Councilman Lohman.
Yeah. All right, before we begin our meeting this afternoon, we are going to announce our Employee of the Month. Each month, we take a moment to honor an employee whose dedication, talent, and character have made a meaningful impact on our community. Today, it is my privilege to recognize someone who embodies professionalism, positivity, and a genuine passion for public service, Rachel Lenberger. Town of Smithtown is proud to recognize Rachel as our Employee of the Month, a rising star within our workforce, whose commitment to excellence has already made her an invaluable member of the Town Attorney's Office. Rachel's journey with the town began while she was still attending Toro Law School, joining us as a summer intern in 2022. It didn't take long for her work ethic and eagerness to learn to stand out. She was invited back again the following summer. From the very beginning, Rachel demonstrated a level of dedication well beyond her years. After graduating from law school, passing the bar, and being admitted as an attorney in May of 2024, Rachel was officially appointed as an assistant town attorney by this board in November. And here's the fun fact. She shares something in common with our town attorney, Mr. Jakubowski. Rachel was also hired at the age of 28. The last time we brought someone on at that age, it worked out pretty well.
Yes, it did. 26.
Since her appointment, Rachel has approached every assignment with determination, professionalism, and a willingness to grow. She has trained alongside a talented team of attorneys, soaking up knowledge, sharpening her skills, and recently reached an exciting milestone, successfully defending the town in her first case, which she handled independently from start to finish. That kind of accomplishment speaks volumes, not just about her legal ability, but about her confidence, preparation, and commitment to serving the town with integrity. Rachel, your positive attitude, strong work ethic, and dedication to public service do not go unnoticed. You represent the very best of what it means to serve the people of Smithtown. On behalf of the entire town board, I want to congratulate you on being named our Employee of the Month for April 2026. We're incredibly proud of you, and we know this is only the beginning of what will be a long, successful, and impactful career. Rachel, congratulations. Congratulations, Rachel. Okay, we will begin this afternoon sitting as Board of Water Commissioners. Deputy Clerk.
Minutes approval, March 19, 2026. Release escrow Oakwood Building Group, Plymouth Estates to the Smithtown Water District and further authorize a budget modification.
Councilman Lohman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Izzarello.
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack.
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim.
Yes. Reconvene as Town Board.
For correspondence, Smithtown Fire Department Memorial Day Parade, May 25, 2026, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. American Legion Post 944 Memorial Day Parade, May 25, 2026, 9 a.m., 11 a.m. VFW Post 395 Memorial Day Parade, May 25, 2026, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And the Building Department March 2026 report. There are two public hearings today. The first is to consider the town's entry onto certain real property located at 21 Main Street, Kings Park.
Good afternoon, Supervisor and members of the board. My name is Rachel Lenberger, Assistant Town Attorney for the Town of Smithtown. The purpose of today's public hearing is for the board to determine whether or not it wishes to go upon the premises at 15-21 Main Street, Kings Park, also known as the Main Street Pub, and remove the structure. There will be photos up of the current structure. These photos were taken February 17th, 2026. This structure has been determined unsafe by the building director via an unsafe determination made on February 26, 2025. On this day, a structure fire did cause damage to the exterior walls, ceilings, and roof of the commercial building. In the building director's unsafe notice, he cited several factors regarding the property. The first of which was the building being structurally unsafe, property maintenance issues at the site, unsanitary conditions at the site, as well as obsolescence of the structure at the site. And it appears the structure has passed its usefulness as a safe and sanitary commercial building, as you can see from these photos. It is important to note that a demolition permit was filed, as well as a pending application for repair of the fire damage. The building director is also here in attendance to answer any questions. Unless there are any questions, this concludes this public hearing.
Any questions by the board?
Is the property owner non-responsive? No. Thank you for coming.
We'd like to be heard, when.
Any questions by the board?
No.
Any questions, anyone want to be heard on this public hearing? I assume you do, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Come
Thank
on
you.
up.
Good afternoon. My name is Jean.
Please state your name and address for the
Yes,
record.
of course. My name is Jean Brookston. I'm of counsel to Coffee Harris's office, 901 Westbury Road, Westbury. We represent the owner of the building. Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to let the board know that we did, in fact, last week file plans to restore and repair the building. They were submitted on April 1st. I do have a copy of them for the board. We brought an extra copy for you guys if you would like to take a look at what we would like to do. It's basically a restore and replace. We're not planning on expanding, putting in any dormers, anything other than what is the original footprint for the building as it stands today. We did meet with, our GC did meet with the building department, with Mr. Sabid, and he did give us a list of changes and amendments to the plans, which we did make those changes and amendments and resubmitted the plans this morning. Like I said, I have a complete copy of them. They're stamped as received. We're awaiting their input with respect to our changes. And like I said, I do have a complete set if the board is interested. We do also have the GC here today, as well as the owner of the building. If anybody would like to ask the contractor any questions, any concerns that the board may have with respect to trying to put this building back together. My client was delayed in getting to where we are today. I think we've made some significant steps in the right direction.
1 minute remaining.
Sure, and what I'm asking today is that the board would forego the demolition, allow us to work towards getting the place repaired, and in the bare minimum that they would forego a decision today in order to provide the board with the opportunity to take a look at the plans, maybe speak to the building department. Again, like I said, my GC is here. He's more than willing to answer any questions or concerns. We do intend to be very forthright in providing a safe, legal, lovely establishment, for the use of the public, to contribute to the community, to add to the tax base, and operate these premises in a manner that would be satisfactory to the board.
Okay, ma'am, I would suggest you can take those plans, you could give those to the clerk,
Yes, thank you.
and I would stay in touch with our building official who's here, Mr. Lorpus, And after the meeting, I would also have a conversation with the town attorney about possibly a 30-day extension or something like that while we review your plans.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
Supervisor? You have to go back to the microphone. Just curious, playing devil's advocate, this building has looked this way for well over a year, a long time. What do you see as the target date to at least start?
Well, we intend to start as soon as our plans are approved. I mean, immediately. Immediately, we don't want to waste any time. I understand that it has been sitting like this for a while, and we do
Long time.
apologize for that. Unfortunately, my client, the owner of the building, her husband passed away almost 2 years ago. After that, there was a fire. She's had issues with the insurance company, and I know that it has been an inconvenience and an eyesore, I agree. But they have made significant steps in the right direction to get it done and imminently done immediately as soon as possible, and in the bare minimum, a cleanup if we're allowed to get on the site to do so in order to satisfy the board and the public that it is a safe
Has the
place.
insurance money come in?
Part of it, certainly enough for us to be able to do at least some preliminaries to bring it to a standard that is acceptable and satisfactory to the board going forward, you know, to put us in a position to be able to start construction and get it back to where it should be.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Anyone else wish to be heard on this public hearing?
Supervisor.
There being none, I move to
Barry-
close.
Barry Munski.
On this public hearing?
Yes.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Yes, it's Barry Minsky, 218 East Park Avenue, Long Beach, New York, 11561. Hi, I'm the owner of John Evan Contracting. We were the contractor that originally brought in when the building had the fire to do the initial interior demo and to make the building safe. Since then, we've been waiting, obviously, our client was waiting for funding to come in. Now, she has had other issues that came up in her life, so things got delayed. But we've been working with the building department in the last couple of months to try and get this building back on track. And we're in a position now, which from our conversation with the building commissioner, that they're fast tracking us to get an approval. We've turned around plans. We got an objection last Wednesday during Holy Week where everybody was off. We managed to get our staff to turn around and resubmit over 11 or 12 objections, which I have the email from the examiner, who basically highlighted all the things he wanted corrected. And in the process, we are actually, the code has changed. From when this building was built years ago, the code, just to give you an example, were 2x8 roof rafters. We're changing all the roof rafters, so now they're gonna be 2x10s. So in actuality, we are demolishing the whole roof of the building, okay? And then the wall where the fire, between the two businesses, that was where the fire was a 2x4 wall. The code also, if I'm correct, Joe, changed to 2x6s, that all structural walls have to be with 2x6. That is also gonna be replaced. So in reality, we are jumping in, once we get the approval and the permits, we're gonna take the roof off, we're gonna do all the structural repairs that have to be done to make this building sound so that we can bring back the Main Street Pub back to Kings Park. Because initially, when we came onto this project, we were working with
1 minute remaining.
okay, we were working with my client's husband who passed away, where we were dealing with I believe they were giving they were giving grant money for people in Kings Park to restore the facade of the outside of the building. We've been an active participant trying to bring this building back to give it, a pleasing look. And that's what our goal is here. Our goal is to restore the building back to the way it was, so back to the community, because it was a staple in the community for many years. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Lawrence, you have received all these plans, the updated plans?
Yes, we received them this morning,
Review.
all received them all.
Okay, so again, just stay in touch with our building director, and we'll see if we can fast track that, but I also, again, recommend seeing the town attorney afterwards, and once your plans are approved, if you get to work on it right away, that will prevent us from taking the building down. Anyone else wish to be heard in this public hearing? Yes, sir.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Sure. Tom Rothamel, 21 Henry Street, Kings Park, and I'll try and keep it short because I don't have lots to say. But like I've lived in Kings Park for a while. There was the podiatrist that had, I think, something very similar where they had a fire and eventually the building was taken down, and now it's just an empty lot. So I don't really have a particular care for what the outcome is, but I prefer it not to be a lot that just sits there empty for multiple years after it's done. And now I don't know if that means, making sure that it goes somewhere, or if it means, giving them the permit to build. I really have no idea what the answer is, but I just prefer not to have an empty lot there forever, because, we don't need more empty lots.
Understood.
And thank you for letting me speak.
You're very welcome. I think they're, from what we heard here today, once they get their approvals, they're gonna actively start to reconstruct the building and open it up.
Okay, thank you.
The other building, just so you know that you're talking about on
Yeah.
Thompson,
Yeah,
the reason that occurred is because on that fire, the roof on that building, no longer existed. It was just a face wall out on Main Street, which could have fell into Main Street. And the property owner refused to shore it up or take any remedial action, so the town had to take it down. That's why that's there. I could tell you, we're doing our DRI grant that we got for Kings Park. We're actively working on taking care of the business district, and there is some interest in purchasing that property and developing it.
I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know. If I bail it early, it's because I gotta actually make some money to pay the taxes, but have a good one.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to be heard? Yes, ma'am. On this public hearing.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Claudia Sampson, 305 East 11th Street, New York, New York, 10003. My partner, Debbie Chapnick, lives at Kings Park, and my only concern, or our concern, is when they say restore it, I don't see a picture of what it looked like, since they said they were restoring it to the original condition. Does anyone have that picture, or?
It should be on the plans. What I would recommend is you could check with our building department, and they could explain to you exactly what those plans look like that they submitted.
Right, but is there a picture of what it looked like before? Because that's what they're gonna do now?
That's the picture of what it looks like before. It's not gonna
Right,
look like
but
that when
before
they're
that
finished.
fire, there was a picture,
I
right?
think there's a picture up in Dr. Gentili's office, in the dentist waiting room.
Could be.
That was
I would
my
just-
only concern
If you're
is,
concerned about what it's gonna look like, I would ask Mr. Lawrence if he could show you those plans after the meeting.
thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have a picture?
Anyone else wish to be heard on this public hearing? There being none, move to close.
Supervisor Whitehead.
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah.
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarello.
Yes.
Councilman Nolan. Yes.
The second public hearing is to consider special exception 2026-01 as submitted by Prospect Sports Partners.
State your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Yulia Viola from Sir Tillman Ballin on behalf of the applicant, 100 Moore Parkway, Hapag, New York.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Supervisor, members of the board. On behalf of the applicant, I would like to briefly describe the relief that the applicant is seeking and the stage that the project is at this particular point. And I would like to point out some legal standards with respect to the relief that we apply to the town board for. So as you heard from the call of the meeting, the applicant is seeking to modify exception number 1 and eliminate exception number 4 of the town board special exception petition from 2014 and modify an outdoor commercial recreation use to permit air structure bubble, which will be used for indoor sports. The subject site is 44.5 acres, and this is a phased project. Phase 1 includes completion of outdoor field 1, 2, and 3, site curbing, pavement, drainage, landscaping, fencing, lighting, and temporary bathrooms to the north and south of the proposed building I, which will be completed during phase 2, and which will house the permanent bathrooms. Phase 2 will include completion of buildings A, B, H, and I, and the air bubble structure, which is also anticipated sometime this year. Phase 3 and other phases will be completed at some point later. Phase 3 will include completion of building G, among other things, and phase 4 will include completion of building J. Specifically, as part of this application, the applicant is seeking to modify condition 1, which requires the lighting exceeding 18 feet in height to be set back 750 feet from the R6 zoning district to the east of the subject site, and that lighting to be set back 100 feet from the R10 zoning district to the north. The applicant proposes a reduced setback of 710 feet instead of 750 feet to the east. The closest light poles at issue to the easterly property line is 716 feet to the center of the pole, and the closest light pole to the northerly property line, which is R10 zoning district, is 195 feet. On March 10, 2026, the Zoning Board of Appeals approved such modifications, allowing lighting to be set back 710 feet from R6 zoning district to the east and 195 feet from the R10 district to the north. The applicant is also seeking to eliminate condition number 4 of the special exception 2014-01, which requires construction of a 12-foot wide emergency access driveway connecting to either 5th Avenue or 8th Avenue. The board adopted this condition back in 2014. Since then, the main entrance to Old Northport Road has been redesigned to provide 2 11-foot each ingress lanes and 2 11-foot each egress lanes with the raised mountable divider. So it's going to be 48 feet total from curb to curb. This revised configuration has been reviewed and approved by the fire marshal and will also eliminate the possibility of vehicles traveling through a residential neighborhood. Lastly, the applicant is seeking to modify the prior approval to permit construction of a 40-foot tall air bubble structure, which is a permanent structure. This structure is expected to be used for indoor lacrosse, soccer, and basketball. The applicant submits that the proposed modifications comply with special exception standards of the Town Code Section 322-94G and specific standards for commercial public recreation uses pursuant to the Town Code Section 322-97. With respect to special exception standards, I would like to put on the record the standards that we're in compliance with. The first standard is the use is in harmony with and promotes the health, safety, and morals and general welfare of the community, and that the proposed modifications will benefit the general welfare of residents of the town and are compliant with the comprehensive plan adopted in 2024. The plot area is adequate for the proposed use in that the subject property exceeds the minimum lot area requirement for the light industrial zoning district, which is 80,000 square feet, while the total site area is 44.45 acres. And the proposed development does not exceed the maximum gross floor area permitted in light industry zoning district, which is 42%, while the proposed FAR is 10.7%. I know some of the residents either to the north or to the east are here today. And one of the factors pursuant to section 32-94G is that for the proposed use not to cause any unreasonable use to adjacent properties, and the applicant submits that the proposed bubble structure will not have any adverse impact to the adjacent properties. It is far removed from the residential areas to the east and north. The air bubble structure is 135 feet away from the property line to the north and about 180 feet from the nearest residential property to the north. It is also screened with a significant natural buffer and additional plantings such as green giants and white pines. Additionally, the reduced setback for the lighting remains a significant setback, 710 feet from the eastern property line and 195 feet from the northern property line. And the sport lighting on both sides enjoys significant natural buffers and additional landscaping. Elimination of emergency access will not adversely affect the adjacent properties. To the contrary, it is a positive change to the adjacent properties since, as I previously mentioned, emergency vehicles will no longer be traveling through the residential portion of the neighborhood. Additionally, Zoning Board of Appeals back in March of this year approved applicant's request to eliminate condition number 4, which required a 12-foot wide emergency access driveway to 5th and 8th Avenue. The site is also suitable for the location of a public recreation use in that the site is served by public water. The stormwater runoff is directed to catch basins. The use is not unsuitable near a place of assembly. The use conforms to a reasonable definition of a commercial public recreation use, which includes both indoor and outdoor uses and multi-purpose athletic field facilities. Access facilities are adequate for the estimated traffic, as the proposed entrance and exit will be more than 75 feet from the nearest intersection. In fact, it is actually over 1,000 feet from the nearest intersection. The proposed parking is adequate and was approved by Zoning Board of Appeals on March 10, 2026. The adequate buffers and screening is provided. As I previously said, significant natural buffers and additional tree plantings are provided to the north and east of the subject property. There are also additional plantings provided by the applicant to the south and west of the subject property. Adequate provision will be made to the collection and disposal stormwater runoff and for sanitary sewage in compliance with the Suffolk County Health Department requirements. The site is not located in the local waterfront area. Compliance with the environmental requirements cannot be determined until the Department of Environment and Waterways reviews the proposal in accordance with SECRA. And lastly, the proposed modifications are consistent with 2024 comprehensive plan, which designates the subject area as light industrial, and commercial public recreational uses are permitted within light industrial zoning district. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions by the board? Anyone wish to be heard on this public hearing? Yes, sir. You have 3 minutes to make your comment.
3 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Sure, Gerard Cairns, Cairns, 21 Manitou Trail, Kings Park, New York, 11754. And I'm here to represent, as president, the homeowners association at the Kings Park Country Point. I'm here today, actually, I would first like to say, to thank Supervisor Wertheim and the board for their hard work on behalf of the town of Smithtown, and the planning office, Peter Hahn, Allison Murray, and Will Said, who have been most helpful to our community in the issue which I'm about to bring to you right now. We have also retained the services of Karen Meyer to represent our interests with the developer and the town. To make a long story short, 3 property owners in our development called me late in the day on March 10th, which was the date of the hearing for the approval of the variances, that they had just received notice and letters regarding the announcement that the meeting was going to be held that evening. So unfortunately, we were not able to have any representation there, which I find to be an affront. In that, in the past, we have dealt with the property owner on several minor issues, but nobody came to us to say, this is what we want to do. So that, for me, was an issue, and it was an issue for many members of our community, because there is certainly some anxiety about this new large development coming in behind us. So as nobody reached out to us, and just to give you an example, another builder proposing to build houses close by contacted us, met with our board, made a presentation on 2 occasions, and maintained communication with us regarding traffic patterns and traffic lights. We are
1 minute
also,
remaining.
excuse me?
1 minute remaining.
Okay, I'll do it quick. We're also concerned about the reduction in the parking spaces, and we're particularly concerned about the light, increasing the height of the light to 18 feet. What is the impact on residents that live in our property? I'm a former high school principal. I'm well aware of fields, lights, and all of those things that go into that and the community. So I hope we're able to get an answer regarding that. Once again, thank you for your time and work. I would hope if you have any other issues, we can deal directly with Prospect Sparks. And if not, we will be back. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Anyone else wish to be heard on this public hearing? Yes, ma'am.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Sure. Good afternoon. My name is Susan Simon, and I live at 111 Manitou Trail in Kings Park in the Country Point development. I just like to express my concerns and bring up some things. We were not thrilled with this development, of course, when it started, but we dealt with it. But now they want to raise the lights higher. All the bedrooms are upstairs. So if they raise the lights, it could be shining into our bedrooms. It's athletic fields inside and out, it looks like, and I don't even know what time this is gonna end. The traffic, the parking lots, it's not even the structure itself, the parking lots will border our fence where our properties are. It's not that much difference. So we're concerned about the noise level, the lights, the height of the buildings, and of course, our property values. We're all condo owners, and our property values, that's what we're concerned about. And I don't know how much they're gonna maintain the fencing, or are they gonna plant shrubs bordering it? I don't know what the buffer is gonna be. I was outside, I couldn't even see what the plans were. So that's all I'm just worried about, and there's a lot of people that are worried about the same thing. The lights and the height of the lights and how it's going to look from our development, seeing these big high lights, and, we all know what fields look like. And the lights on a baseball field or soccer field are very, very bright, but they play night. So that's my concern. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Anyone else wish to be heard on this public hearing?
Can I just make a request? I live at 107 Manitou, which is basically ground zero for this project, and I have never seen a drawing of our homes in relation to the fields
That's not
I'm assuming that's us.
Yes.
And the buffer. Who is responsible for planting in that buffer? Because I overheard a meeting, it was taking place right off my deck, because I'm in the corner. And the people who own the soccer field were saying, oh no, there's too many trees there, we're not gonna plant anything. And subsequently, trees have been taken down on my side of the property. And so we don't have any trees anymore. Will this company plant trees? What can we expect? I don't know. Where are we? Where are
There you
we?
are, right there.
There's your house.
You're right there,
See it?
the top.
And they're going to be responsible for buffering all around the perimeter of the property.
That would be who?
The builder,
The builder.
contractor has to do
Tear resistant?
that. I can't answer that one.
I don't think anything's deer resistant anymore.
Deer resistant.
Fire resistant?
Yes.
So where would the lights be?
All the way to the west from where you are right there. All, you see the green,
Well, this is gonna be the parking lot?
There's gonna be some parking, there's gonna be buildings there.
Oh, there's gonna be buildings there.
Mhm.
Okay, so there'll be where's the parking lot gonna be? I thought that was behind our house.
I think they're trying to find a photo here.
So what's on the other side?
Does Matt have a picture of the lot? It's not there.
Site plan.
That's gonna extend to the tree line?
I think you would be best served after the meeting,
Matt,
you
you
can
have
meet
the
with
site
our
plan that shows
planning
all the
department,
everything?
and we'll show it. We'll
Okay.
show you what we
There
have.
it is.
Okay.
There it is now.
Could I ask just one quick question? When they reduce the number of parking spots that would be available, are we sure that what's going to be available there will be adequate enough so there's no spillover onto the outside?
Well, I'm gonna defer to our planning department. They did all of the calculations based on the square footage of the buildings that are gonna be there and the parks. Yeah, they should have adequate parking for them.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's gone before the Board of Zoning Appeals, and they approved the reduction in the parking. So that's all overseen by the planning folks. Anyone else wish to be heard in this public hearing? There being none, move to close.
Second.
Supervisor Wareheim.
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yep.
Councilwoman Noe.
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzerillo.
Yes.
Councilman Loman. Yes.
There are 3 advertisements for public hearings, all to be held at Town Hall. The first would be April 23rd, 2026, 2 p.m. to consider proposed local law 7, 2026, chapter 324 of the Town Code entitled Moratorium on Battery Energy Storage Systems as it relates to an extension. The second, May 5th, 2026, 2 p.m. to consider proposed local law 8, 2026, amendment to chapter Traffic Code 7 entitled Off-Road Vehicles as it relates to electric bicycles. And the third, May 5th, 2026, 2 p.m. to consider proposed local law 9, 2026, amendment to chapter 101 entitled Department of Parks, Buildings and Grounds as it relates to electric bicycles and motorized devices.
Councilman Loman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzerillo.
Yes.
Councilwoman Noe.
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim.
Yes.
For consent agenda, minutes approval, March 19, 2026, comptroller, items 1 to 5, and resolutions 1 and 2 as they appear on the agenda.
Anyone on the town board wish to remove any resolutions from the consent agenda?
No.
No.
Mr. Clerk?
Councilman Loman. Yes. Councilwoman Inzerillo.
Yes.
Councilwoman Noe.
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim.
Yes.
Town board to issue a secra negative declaration determination in the matter of change of zone petition 2025A by Cosentino Realty Comac for the reasons stated in a memorandum from David A. Barnes, and in the matter of the town board's own motion to adopt local law 2, 2026, previously heard as proposed local law 3, 2026, repealing Chapter 242 of the Town Code entitled Telecommunications Facilities and Structures and replacing with Chapter 242 entitled Wireless Telecommunications Facilities, and to adopt Local Law 3, 2026, previously heard as proposed Local Law 4, 2026, amending Chapter 322 of the Town Code zoning as it relates to wireless telecommunications facilities for the reasons stated in a memorandum from David A. Barnes.
Councilman Loman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarello.
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack.
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim.
Yes.
Town Board to authorize the town clerk to advertise for bid 26029, proposed improvements to the Long Beach Marina South, and bid 26030, masonry supplies.
Councilman Loman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarello.
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack.
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim.
Yes.
Town Board to award bid 26018, bamboo removal and drainage improvements to Quintal Contracting, and further authorize the supervisor to sign an agreement on a form approved by the town attorney.
Councilman Loman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarello.
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack.
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim.
Yes.
Town Board to approve the following. Adopt amendments to Chapter 101, Department of Parks, Buildings, and Grounds with regard to parking permit registrations pursuant to the public hearing held on March 3rd, 2026. Adopt Local Law 2, 2026, the repeal of Chapter 242 of the Town Code, Telecommunications Facilities and Structures, and replace with Chapter 242, Wireless Telecommunications Facilities, pursuant to a public hearing held on March 3rd, 2026. Town Board to adopt the determination of mean high water along the Nissaquag Beach, Smithtown, dated September 18, 2023. Extension of bid 25027 for flat deck trailers with Komatsu America Corp. Extension of bid 25022 for street lighting materials with Best LED Group, Formed Plastic Inc., and Kelly and Hayes. Emergency procurement of replacement marine pilings from Chesterfield Associates at the Long Beach Marina and the Kings Park Bluff. The purchase of license plate recognition cameras and related products and services from T2 Systems, and further authorize the supervisor to sign an agreement on a form approved by the town attorney. Rental of a compact track loader from All Island Equipment. 2025 Highway Road Program Amendment to add Sunken Meadow Road for storm drain repairs. Donation of time, employee 006782. EISEP Housekeeper Chore Program. 2026 Highway Road Program Amendment to add Landing Avenue in Smithtown. The renewal of CTRNY time and attendance hosting and support services through SHI Government Solutions. Conditionally approve zone change petition 2025A as submitted by Cosentino Realty Comac. Adopt Local Law 3, 2026, amendments to Chapter 322 zoning as it relates to wireless telecommunications facilities pursuant to a public hearing held on March 3rd, 2026. And the Town Board to extend the public comment period for purposes of SECRA review of the draft environmental impact statement for Watermill Suites / Watermill Hotel Special Exception Petition, Town Board 2018-01, and authorize the town clerk to advertise same with a public comment period to close 5 p.m. on Friday, May 15, 2026.
Councilman Loman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarello.
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack.
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yep.
Supervisor Wareheim.
Yes.
Town Board to authorize acceptance of DRI funding, branding, and marketing strategy. Acceptance of DRI funding, Unified Contract C1003384. Acceptance of DRI funding, Small Project Fund. accept a donation on behalf of the animal shelter from Benedetto Cardamone in memory of Rich Brine.
Councilman Loman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarello?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim?
Yes.
Town Board to authorize the supervisor to execute the following resolutions on a form approved by the town attorney. Amendment to the agreement with MPH Management Corp. Regarding management of Smithtown Landing Country Club as it relates to greens and golf cart rental fees. Renewal of an agreement with Auctions International for online auctioneer services. Agreement with Michael's Pack Dog Training to provide dog training services for the animal shelter. Execute a lease of the caretaker's cottage at Sweetbriar Farm Nature Preserve in a form acceptable to the town attorney and the Smithtown Conservation Board to Deirdre DePenta for a period of 1 year. Agreement with Haydock Engineering for engineering services related to the proposed improvements to the Central Business District parking lot in downtown Smithtown. Agreement with Francis Farizo to provide Zumba, Gold, and Strength training classes to the Senior Citizens Department. Consulting agreement with Sean Thomas to provide services to the town as a nurse practitioner on staff for Horizons Counseling and Education Center, and an agreement with the Sports Arena to facilitate the Town of Smithtown Youth Bureau's adaptive sports program.
Councilman Loman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarello?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim?
Yes.
Personnel matters A through G as they appear on the agenda.
Councilman Loman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarello?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim?
Yes. That concludes resolutions. We will move to the public speaking portion. We have speakers, I assume?
Yes.
Before we start, public participation is subject to the rules of decorum, which you have on your speaker cards as per town code, section 76.7. Public portion is for town-related matters only. Any unsubstantiated, unverified, or material false information will be interrupted. The 3-minute rule will be strictly enforced. When you hear the tone, you have 1 minute to complete your statement. Thank you.
Kristen Mann.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Kristen Mann, 12 Chassel Road, Comac, New York.
Thank you.
I'm here today to speak about a new persistent noise that has been affecting our neighborhood for over a month. You will hear from residents in Hauppauge about the ongoing noise, but I want to be clear that we hear that as well. But in the bird section of Comac, we're experiencing that rumbling noise, plus an additional constant tonal ringing that can be heard both inside and outside my home at all hours of the day and night. What makes this particularly distressing is not just the volume, but the nature of the sound itself. Tonal noise behaves differently than general environmental noise. It can travel farther, it penetrates structures more easily, and creates a sustained psychological stress response. Personally, this has reached a point where I've had to leave my house just to get a full night's sleep. It is greatly affecting my ability to work, to relax, and to feel at peace in my own living room. As someone who works from home, it's directly impacting my ability to do my job and to maintain my livelihood. I've spent over $1,000 on hotels and purchases just trying to block or drown out the noise, all without success. To demonstrate the urgency and widespread concern, I started a petition that gathered over 120 signatures in less than 24 hours and now has over 375 total supporters. It reflects how deeply this issue is impacting residents and how strongly we all feel that action is needed. I may be one of the few voices speaking today, but I represent hundreds of residents who deal with this every single day. At this point, pinpointing the exact source of this noise is not just helpful, but essential. Based on our observations, we believe this noise is coming from air purification systems at pharmaceutical facilities in the Long Island Innovation Park at Hauppauge, likely from equipment that is either not functioning properly, improperly installed, or in desperate need of maintenance. I do want to acknowledge that Smithtown Public Safety has made efforts when initially contacted, but despite that, the situation has continued for too long without a clear path towards resolution.
1 minute remaining.
This ongoing uncertainty has a lack of open dialogue that increased stress and reduced confidence in the town. I'm not here to place blame, but I'm here to ask for help. I'm asking the town to prioritize and actively support public safety in an investigation to identify the source and to take whatever steps are necessary in coordination with the appropriate companies. We need to mitigate the noise and restore the quality of life that homeowners and taxpayers really do expect and deserve. This is more than inconvenience. It's about mental well-being, the peace and enjoyment of our homes, and confidence that concerns affecting residents will be addressed in a timely and decisive manner. I can provide recordings and findings on the sources, along with the printed copy of all the petition signatures. We need more ears on this issue so we can get back to some peace and quiet, and I thank you for your time and attention to this matter.
Thank you very much. Do you have the petition with you?
Yes, I have them all printed.
Would you please turn that into the town clerk? We are, just so you know, we have been made aware of it, and we are working with public safety
Great.
to see if we can get to the bottom of what's going on there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does that noise go on all day long?
24 hours a day.
Is it like a clanking or a
So there is
zoom?
a humming noise that is constant, and then we have a tonal up and down, almost like when a microphone is too close to like the source, that is constant. It keeps me up all night. Yeah, we're pretty tired. Thank you.
John Mann?
Please state your name and address for the record.
John Mann, 12 Chassel Road, Comac. Good afternoon. My name is John Mann. I own a home and live in Comac with my wife, Kristen. I'm here today to also speak about the ongoing disruptive noise disturbance emanating from the Hauppauge Innovation Park. I would like to start by acknowledging that we completely understand normal commercial noise during business hours, but this issue has strayed far from that. This noise is no longer reasonable. No one should have to endure disruptive ringing inside of their own home with all the windows closed. My wife and I have gone door to door speaking with neighbors to bring awareness to this issue in the hopes that others would be able to come and share their experiences and concerns with you today as well. And I want to urge the town to support Brian Sinclair and public safety's investigation in every way possible. Coming up empty-handed in this investigation or in the courts is not something residents can afford to live with. I implore you to reevaluate any possible new or existing code or zoning changes that could be leveraged to help restore peace to what can and should be a wonderful place to live. This issue has generated a lot of traction via the online petition, as well as news media coverage on TV. This fight is not something any of us will be stopping or forgetting about because we unfortunately will be reminded of it daily. The issue presents the town with a unique opportunity to show its residents who represent a large, motivated voter base that it cares about them and their well-being by putting a stop to unreasonable noise created by large companies. The town's help and success, or its failures in regard to this matter, will not be forgotten. Thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you.
Scott Monroe?
Please state your name and address for the record.
Scott Monroe, 11 Terrace Drive, Hauppauge, New York. Good afternoon, Supervisor, members of the council. I'm a resident near Hauppauge Industrial Park, and I stand with many families who understand exactly where we chose to live. We recognize the importance of the industrial park to our local economy. We respect it. We coexist with it, and I think it's fair to say that we've always been good neighbors. At times, though, the balance can feel off. Across several neighborhoods, residents have noticed a humming sound, especially in the evening and overnight hours. While subtle at first, it becomes more consistent, and it can become, make it harder for families to rest and enjoy their homes. Even small disruptions impact those most vulnerable, our children, who deserve uninterrupted sleep to grow and learn, and our elderly neighbors, many of whom face challenges with rest and health already. Residents like Barbara of Comac have shared how this affects their daily life. Her story reflects many others who may not always speak up. We have a responsibility to keep those voices in mind. We're not asking for special treatment, and as we approach the warmer months, we also see an increase in activity that can disrupt surrounding areas. Recently, a vehicle with large stadium-sized speakers entered the industrial park late on a Tuesday night. The situation could have escalated, but it didn't. I want to commend the officers of the Suffolk County 4th Precinct and Smithtown Public Safety. Their swift professional response restored order and demonstrated exactly how enforcement can protect the community. What we're asking for is simple, consistency and a partnership. Many businesses in the industrial park are responsible, but with that comes an obligation to operate in ways that don't impact the surrounding neighborhoods. The Hauppauge Industrial Association is a unique position to set that tone, reinforcing expectations, encouraging accountability, and addressing concerns proactively before they become an issue. Simply put, these businesses and the HIA need to do a better job in upholding their end of the relationship as
remaining.
neighbors. When that standard is met, consistent enforcement ensures fairness for everybody. We all know where we live, we respect that, but by working together, businesses, owners, the industrial association, the town, we can maintain a balance that allows families and commerce to thrive side by side. Because at the end of the day, this is about preserving the quality of life. It's about supporting our families, our children, and our seniors, and it's about ensuring every resident feels comfortable and at peace in their own home. Being a good neighbor isn't optional. It's a standard we must all uphold together. Thank you for your time, your attention, and your continued support on behalf of the community. It's appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No more speakers.
No more speakers. Okay, on the noise, just so you know, we have heard you, we've been working on it already, and we will continue to work on it. You have a word on that, that we'll continue till we figure out exactly what's going on.
Would you like to hear the noise? I did turn the speaker and recording. I don't know if you would be interested in it. I know it's kind of hard to grasp the noise without hearing it.
What I would do is after the meeting, you could play that for the public safety, so they hear it there. They've been out there, so we're aware of the situation, and we're gonna do our best to pinpoint exactly what's going on and address it. We also work closely with HIALI. Councilman Lohman's the liaison over there, so we'll be also in contact with the management over there. All right? No more speakers? Okay, before, I have to make a motion to go into executive session before we close this meeting out.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you, folks. We're gonna be in executive session, so everybody's gonna have to leave. Thank you all for attending today.